Dennis Rader was charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder. Known as BTK, blind, torture, kill, Dennis haunted the area of Wichita, Kansas. Dennis was born in Pittsburgh, Kansas. He seemed like a totally normal person. He had a job, a college degree, a family, and was even elected president of his church council. On January 15th, 1974, something snaps in Dennis and he unalives all 4 members of the Otero family, including their 2 children. Around this time, Rader worked for a security company installing alarms on houses, which most customers were currently concerned over the killings going on in the area. Most victims chosen by BTK were single women. Though he didn't discriminate by age, most were around mid-20s, though some were also middle-aged. Usually killed by strangulation after a period of stalking them for a while, and then BTK would dress up and photograph his victims and pretend to be them. There were many lucky people, according to BTK. By the 2000s, nearly 15 years after the last victim, Dennis was mostly forgotten about, until a book began to be written about him. In 2004, Dennis would reemerge as the BTK killer with a newfound attention. Dennis Rader, wanting more focus on him, began communicating with law enforcement, demanding media attention, and saying, "How many do I have to kill before I get a name in the paper or some national attention?" Rader proceeded to send evidence like IDs of the victim and photographs of the scene, even leaving detailed written encounters in books at his public library. During all of this communication, Dennis Rader inquired if it would be safe to send over a floppy disk with information that they had been asking for. Of course, law enforcement said, "Yes, your identity will be concealed. Send it over." Even now with his name, police still didn't have enough to convict Dennis Rader. They had to apply for a warrant to test a pap smear that Rader's daughter had taken to tie him to DNA underneath one of his victim's fingernails. It definitely seems like our friend BTK wanted to get caught. With the communication with law enforcement, I mean, he's no Zodiac, though maybe he could have been if he didn't send them that floppy disk. I mean, your first victim was in 1974, and then your last one was in 1991, and then nobody paid any attention to you until they started writing the book in 2000, and then all of a sudden you wanted media attention. I think maybe your plot was to retire in prison. El Dorado, Kansas, maximum security prison. What better place to spend your last days? Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you sticking around. Hit that follow button for more. Leave a comment, like the video.